What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I don't mean to laugh, but I was just thinking about some of the stuff I might say in this video, and I ain't crap. See this guy up here? This story broke yesterday. This guy right here was a police officer till he got fired, and he faces some very serious charges, and they're embarrassing charges at that. This guy right here, his name is Steven Rosales. He was a school resource officer at Kewaskum Police Department at an area school. Shout out Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Now, this guy, this story broke yesterday, got in trouble, got arrested for having an inappropriate relationship with a teenage girl at his school. This is two stories in one, but it's about the same person. So we're gonna go with the first story first. I'm gonna play the video of what came out with this guy, with this inappropriate relationship with this girl. And I want you to watch how stupid this guy looked. But there's more. Take a look at the first part. We're going to come back and do what we do.
Shocking allegations involving a Kewaskum school resource officer. The now fired officer is accused of sexting a student for months.
We do want to warn you, some of these details are graphic. 12 News' Saria Sandlin has the criminal complaint and the police chief's response.
A once celebrated resource officer at Kewaskum High School sits behind bars tonight. 34-year-old Steven Rosales, seen here in posts on the Kewaskum Police Department Facebook page, now facing serious jail time for months of sexting a student. Kewaskum's police chief Thomas Bishop explains what sparked the investigation.
The victim's parents found the concerning text messages on her cell phone.
And then what happened?
They contacted the school, who contacted me.
According to the complaint, investigators discovered more than 9,000 text messages from Rosales and the girl from January to April. She called him, quote, daddy. In one message, Rosales said he needed, quote, good sex right now. In another one, he suggests they have sex in his school office, quote, I'll have the door locked and pretend I'm on the phone. Police say they sent each other nude photos of each other while the girl was on spring break with her parents.
Sometimes you learn things about people you didn't know, and then you just have to react properly and take care of it as quickly as possible.
Rosales and the girl claim they never actually had sex. Rosales told investigators he, quote, has been under a lot of stress lately at home due to his wife's high-risk pregnancy. In a letter sent to Kewaskum family, school officials said there is no evidence to suggest that the officer had inappropriate contact with any other students. However, police interviewed another woman who claimed to be Rosales' girlfriend. She told police he once sent her a picture of himself in uniform in what appeared to be a school bathroom, touching himself. Chief Bishop fired Rosales.
We work really hard to build and keep positive relationships, so we have to rebuild that, and that's my goal now.
In Washington County, Saria Sandlin, WISN 12 News.
All right, guys, that's the first part of the story. This man then bonded out of jail, and here it is 4 days later, he got arrested again with new charges of bestiality with the family dog. You don't believe me? Take a look.
Breaking news, a school resource officer charged with sexting a student is facing new charges tonight.
We want to warn you, some of these details are disturbing. Steven Rosales is now accused of bestiality, accused of performing sex acts with his dog. As 12 News' Saria Sandlin reports, the bestiality charges come just days after prosecutors charged Rosales for an alleged inappropriate relationship with a student at Kewaskum High School.
Up until this month, Officer Steven Rosales was a celebrated school resource officer at Kewaskum High. Tonight he's in jail facing serious charges in 2 investigations in 2 counties. According to a criminal complaint filed Tuesday, police uncovered several graphic text messages where Rosales described various sex acts with his golden retriever. In an interview, investigators say Rosales said he did this to get, quote, the witness to be aroused by his actions. He admitted to trying to send photos as well, but they didn't go through.
Sometimes you learn things about people you didn't know, and then you just have to react properly and take care of it as quickly as possible.
Kewaskum Police Chief Thomas Bishop just fired Rosales from the police department. The bestiality charges in Fond du Lac County coming just days after prosecutors in Washington County charged Rosales with sexting a student at Kewaskum High School. Investigators say they discovered more than 9,000 text messages between him and the girl in 3 months, many of them sexually explicit.
We work really hard to build and keep positive relationships, so we have to rebuild that, and that's my goal now.
Rosales told investigators he, quote, has been under a lot of stress lately at home due to his wife's high-risk pregnancy. No one answered at the family home. Rosales is expected in court tomorrow on those bestiality charges in Fond du Lac County. In Kewaskum, Syria Sandlin, WISN 12 News.
Guys, that's the story of Mr. Steven Rosales, age 34 years old, the nastiest cop in Kewaskum PD history out there in Wisconsin. And this is about, what I'm about to do is read you some more details that the news wouldn't tell you. And it says, as it reads as follows. The new complaint accuses Rosales of Campbellsport, Wisconsin, of 3 counts of bestiality, 1 count of bestiality, and 1 count of attempted bestiality. Now, this is the difference between all 3 of those charges. But it says 1 count, it says 3 counts of bestiality, right? We know what that is, engaging in sexual contact with an animal. Then it says 1 more count of bestiality, photograph, film, sexual contact with an animal. That's another thing. And 1 count of attempted bestiality. Distribute, sell, publish sexual contact with animal material. Meaning, he did what he did, he sent it to other people, and he filmed it. So basically, those 3 counts are like all 1 crime. If convicted, he faces 27 years in prison on the new charges alone. Though it says Rosales was previously charged on April 19th with sexual misconduct by school staff and 2 counts of misconduct in the office. Now, this girl is not underage. I don't know if I said she was. She is 18, guys. And it says for that charge, he faces 10 and a half years in prison for those charges, right? Now, check this out. Going down here with the situation with these animals. This is a mess. It says the criminal complaint, which was obtained at the district attorney's office, release contains an extremely graphic chain of text messages that prosecutors say Rosales sent to an unnamed witness. The texts are, for the most part, too disturbing to reprint. However, in them, Rosales is accused by prosecutors of admitting to have sex with his female dog before. He then described the act in great detail to a witness and wrote, according to the complaint, I know, but still a weird thing to hear, and it's illegal. This is a cop doing this, y'all. I just don't want you to think I'm a weirdo. I just want to understand that what's happening. I just want you to understand that what's happening when I have alone downtime. Jesus Christ. The witness is accused of asking Rosales whether he and the dog liked the act. I haven't done it in a long time, Rosales wrote, according to the complaint, before explaining how it felt. He then wrote the witness about performing oral sex on his dog, the complaint says. Then he had a detailed discussion about this act, it says. Rosales is then accused of asking the witness for a sexual favor if he showed the witness the act. He said he photographed himself performing oral sex on the dog. The complaint adds, the Kewaskum Police Department's Facebook page still contains numerous photos of Rosales. And I guess they're going to take them down. But I want to show you another part of this. It says, on April 12th, a lieutenant and captain spoke to Rosales at his home. He said he has 3 golden retrievers, listen to this, guys, and confirmed there were messages sent between himself and the witness who told on him involving the animals and the sex act. He admitted trying to send the witness a photo. It says he consented to a search of his cell phone, but the phone was not located. The complaint says, adding that Rosales said he deleted it. The officers then had a detailed conversation with Rosales about the messages. The complaint says, he said the incident occurred several years ago at his residence in Newcastle Street in Campbellsport, it adds. He and his wife purchased the dogs, listen to this, guys, together, and his first attempt to have sex with the dog was not entirely successful, the complaint notes. Stevens said he did not know why, but figured it out because they were 2 different species. The complaint says, he said the dog was very docile, he noted. He said there were 3 incidents, but he has watched pornography involving animals and humans on many occasions, according to the complaint. All right, I had to stop reading. I did. I mean, this is senseless. I mean, that was the graphic stuff that was there, and I hope I didn't offend anybody. But I mean, this dude right here is a super freak. I mean, it's some freaky people out there, but this ninja here is one of the nastiest ever. He will put his dick in anything with a hole. You see on my thumbnail, he holding that bunny. Better be careful. Don't let him take it home. It won't come back. Dudes like this, man, with a voracious sexual appetite are dangerous. And just to think, he was a police officer and he openly admitted this once he got caught. Now he's sitting in the same jail and got arrested by the same people he worked with. Embarrassing. And I know they're embarrassing. Anytime a crime like this happens, guys, it makes the whole police force look bad. I mean, even though they didn't do anything, he represents something bigger than himself for the greater good. And you know how public sentiment is. Damn, he was around us. Y'all didn't see that? I mean, come on. They can't be held accountable for that. But you never know when people got dark, ambitions in them and like yearnings. This guy is crazy. You can't fix this. No matter how much jail you got, you can't fix this. Let's go to the first part. He messing around with this girl. A bunch of lies there. I find that hard to believe. Not that he was messing with her, but he said, oh, we didn't have sex. 9,000 text messages. She calling you daddy. Did y'all see the end of that thing? They said the girl was introverted. So she was a rather withdrawn or reclusive type person, meaning she's private. She stayed to herself. People see that, especially men see that in children, or they see that in other people. I slide in up on this. I might have a good thing. Keep it on the hush. She kind of shy, so she won't blow up the spot. This might be some in-house coochie. Have her when I want, then have my wife at home. Talking about he didn't have sex with her. I don't believe that. 9,000 text messages, graphic, you showing your stuff, she showing her stuff. Then all of a sudden, you at school? Yeah, we can meet in my office. I'll say I'm on the phone and lock the door. It's too much access. I think they messed around. That's just my opinion. Now, the way she was found out was right here. It says the girl's parents had gone through her phone and learned about a deeply troubling, potentially sexual relationship that victim had been having over time with the school resource officer. The mother said her daughter was a high school senior. She was 18 with some learning disabilities, but enjoys high school theater. She was described as somewhat of an introvert without many close friends. Perfect opportunity for him to slide in there. And they said that the complaint accuses Rosales of the following. The mother believed initially that Rosales was a good influence and role model for her daughter. On April 4th, while in the kitchen after a soccer game, the mom saw a notification pop up on her daughter's phone and noticed a portion of the text message from Rosales that said, it was 9 p.m. She became instantly concerned and took her daughter's phone and asked for the password, the complaint said. She saw messages that were very sexual in nature, and Rosales was actually explaining various sexual acts, it said. She said the parents were both in shock as to what they saw and how a police officer could be saying things to a high school student, the complaint said. The victim denied any sexual contact with Rosales whatsoever, but the parents decided to report this to Kewaskum High School administration. She kind of saved him. I think he hit. That's just my opinion. Y'all can leave me a thing in the comments. But think about this. He's sitting up here with the cowboy hat on, looking like he pondering thoughts. Very stoic. But he performing Brokeback Mountain at the house with his damn golden retrievers. 3 dogs he brought with his wife. Now, said he's only having sex with one dog, and the dog's name is Tallulah. Ain't that some crap? Makes no sense. It's a dangerous person, man, just from a health standpoint. Let alone you can catch disease probably messing with animals. I don't know. You know what I mean? God made it the way we supposed to procreate and deal with each other, not something else. You get some type of disease from that type of stuff. I'm sure of it. And here you are messing with a girl. Then your excuse for the whole thing of playing with, messing with the girl, oh, we never had sex. I had a lot of stress going on at home because my pregnant wife is going through a situation with her pregnancy. So that right there spurned you to want to have sex with an 18-year-old reclusive girl in school and put your dick in your dog. See the game? Stupid. Makes no sense. This guy got caught, no pun intended, with his pants down and answering these questions, and he fessed up and looked stupid. Long as he didn't get that child predator thing, I think he would just take the charges. You got me. Damn. I shouldn't have did it. I'm sorry. Either way, he's facing serious charges, and it's an embarrassment. It's sickening. You might as well move out that town. If your wife decides to go with you, because now that she know you was messing with a dog that y'all both feed and pet and look at it as like, I guess like a child. She got a baby coming by you, man. I wouldn't let you watch paint dry, let alone watch the kid. This guy's a big ass child, a juvenile, a horny one at that. Get him out of here, man. For real. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. At 34 years old and being a police officer, knowing the difference between right and wrong, he did 2 of the wrongest things you can do out here. I wonder how stupid he looked when they put the handcuffs on him, was walking him and parading him in the police station. Everybody that thought he was this super cop and this good cop just looked at him with disdain. I wonder how stupid he looked in the face. I wish I was a fly on the wall. I'd have laughed my ass off. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.